or anything crazy.
Nice. I have to restart the story.
Now we're live.
Welcome, baby. We're back. We're back in the live. G-Man is live. 9:15. I said 9 o'clock, and I was here at 9 o'clock, and I've been talking to Prince Adam, and I did not know we weren't live. So I just never
rule when you come on. I just need to go live.
You've been doing it.
I've run into this a few different times, but man, I get worried or whatever. So nope.
You've never done this before. You always are. I've never had a problem with you with us not being live. I mean, I was just straight in podcast mode for the past 15 minutes on you, and then just like, hey man, should we go live? And I'm like, oh man,
this is a great little solo show for me, but I guess I'll share it with everybody else.
Yeah. Anyway, there was some stuff I didn't want to talk about, but I was gonna tell you. So I started this live. So let me just reset. I started this live show every Monday at the Dojo of Comedy in Morris Plains, New Jersey. It's fucking awesome. The guy who runs the place gives me Mike. This guy Mike, he owns the dojo. He's awesome. He gives me a little bit of a budget, and we are not getting people in the door because I don't really know how to promote yet using Facebook. And he's like, man, and it's weekly. And he goes, I don't give a fuck if we have nobody here for a while. He goes, I want Greg Stone doing a show. I want you doing whatever weird shit you do. He's like, I want you here. So I've been doing it. It's been 3 or 4 weeks. Mike is not a master. Hey, what's going on? Is there comments? Are people in the room? Hey, well up, everybody. Green little Philly.
Yeah, Green Beard just popped in with that
comment. Do you know Mike? Do you know Dojo Mike? Michael Dojo? Anyway, so Mike is oh man, I'm a little high. I don't really think I understand what they're saying. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm doing this show, and every show has been out to fucking lunch. Every show, the format has been different. I'm changing it every single time. The original idea was that I was going to do 20 minutes of new material every week, and you tell me what to do next week. So anyway, the first show, I forgot to tell you this part. It was the first one, so there was no one to tell me what material to do. So I went up early, and someone gave me a topic. They said bagels, and I did. And then I realized I have 40 minutes to write 20 minutes on bagels. Like, that's an impossible task. So then I had to go on stage and just do it. I had a bunch of stuff about bagels. Anyway, so that was the first show. And then the second show, we come back, and we have this girl, Kate. She hosts, Kate Nichols. She's really funny. Great gal. I just looked at her and I went, yeah, I'm hosting. You're out. I'm hosting my show right now, right? I did 20 minutes up front, and then every comic did 10 to 15 and then did 5 with me, right? So we would end the show, and we'd kind of like, this is a format that's been done a billion times, right? Like, it's my show, and I just you have to talk to me for 5 minutes, and we riff together. But with the bucket spot, this is what I was telling you before. And anyone who comes in that door can put your name in the bucket. I don't give a fuck who you are. You can do 5 minutes. You have a possibility to do 5 minutes. If you want to teach a cooking class, if you want to show how to do Spanish, you want to do stand-up comedy, you want to do a one-man improvised scene, I don't give a fuck. I'm pulling your name out of the bucket. One spot. So I'm talking to this guy, Jan Michael. He's great. He's a comic. He works at the dojo. And he goes, hey, Greg, I'll let you know, man, this bucket spot, that's just dangerous. And I was like, nah, man, how crazy can it be? Like, who gives a fuck? That'd be so fun.
That's where the fun's at, though.
Yeah.
That unexpected and unknown.
Yeah. And he goes, nah, you don't understand. You don't know these New Jersey comics. He goes, they're not good. He's like, they're going to just go up and just be bad for 5 minutes. And I was like, shut up. Right.
I mean, but aren't you kind of hoping to catch a fan or like a spectator, somebody that isn't a comic almost?
No, but it's all comedians. All comedians come to the show.
They're in the bucket. Okay.
They do the bucket, and then they all put their name in the bucket because they all want to be on the show, right?
Can spectators throw their name in?
Yeah. John Michael puts his name in the bucket. I mean, not John Michael. People put their names in the bucket. I pull a name out. It's this guy. His name was Merrill. What he's straight shooter or to the point, like what Sam's or something. I don't know. His name was. He had a name that was like. Let me see. I have it on my Instagram. Let me pull up his name. What the hell was his name? Oh fuck, I'm blanking on his name. There he is. I kind of want to post the whole set. What's his name? Oh, Mr. Direct. His name is Mr. Direct, right? So now here's the thing. We're having fun the whole show. Everyone's having a great time. Everyone's like into the vibe. I pull his name, and he immediately just shits on me. He immediately goes, because I said his name like kind of wrong because you wrote it weird, right? And then he goes, "Oh, the white guy gonna make fun of the black guy's name?" And as I'm walking off, and he just like tries to shit on me, and I went, "We're not doing that." So I just walked right back on stage, and I was like, "Now you got to deal with me, right now. You think you're gonna come here and you're gonna be fucking Mr. Swain your fucking dick? You're in New Jersey." Like, you've been doing this 16 seconds, right? Like, I'm gonna fucking toast you right now. So then I just stayed on stage for his entire set and just kind of like, I have the whole thing. I should put it up. Maybe I could send you the video. You want to watch it? Can we do that? Can I send it to you and can you play it?
I
don't know if that's possible.
believe we can. I don't see why not.
Mr. Direct. And I mean, it ended up being really funny. I thought it went good. I mean, I didn't watch it. I don't fucking know. But I was, for the opening, I was mad, right? I was like, don't come in here and try to fucking be that guy, right? So then, whatever, we get that guy off stage. The whole set, man, I had fucking what's his name? Casey James Alango came on the show, and Casey is a comic who I've known forever, and we never, you hear a song and you're always like, I like that song. That song's fine. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. It's a good song. And then one day you sit and you hear it, and you're like, yo, this song is about this guy's wife, and I get it. Like, it clicks, and you're like, this is an amazing song. That's what happened with Casey on that show. I was always really liked him, but people love him. And I was always like, yeah, we're cool, but like, no real connection. I went up to riff with him, and it was like we clicked on this comedic level, and we started improvising together. And then it turns out he likes action figures. And I'm like, and I'm bond. I was like, dude, you're watching me fall in love with this man on stage. And I was like, oh, this was like the best time of my life, right? So we clicked. That was great. My dad came into the set. He heckled me the whole show. It was crazy. My dad. And then last week, so the third show. So the first show was me doing 20 at the end. The second show was me just doing stand-up with everybody. On the third show, I walk in, and the room it's just 16 comedians. And I'm like, I can't just do material for comedians. It just feels weird to me because like I'm whatever. So I went, you know what, guys? Let's just turn the lights out. Let's all just get high and tell stories, right? So they were like, fuck yeah, right? So then I just sat on stage with a microphone. Like, I'm still with a microphone, just talking to people, only they don't get a microphone. And we were all pretty high, telling stories, answering questions, just going back and forth. And then I get a text that says, it's my wife. Our son fell, hit his fucking head. She goes, I don't know if he's gonna go into a coma. I don't know what to do. So I had to walk off stage in the middle of my set, drive home. I got high, and I was like, I got high because I was like, oh, I'll have time to sober up before the show over. But my kid fell. I'm like, I gotta get home high. So I fucking got my car, fucking drove home. I honestly think, and there's one guy, his name is Linderman. He comes to every show. He's the only one who's been to every show. He brings bagels. He makes everyone bagels.
Awesome.
I think he's looking at this like, this show is living art. Every show is fucking horrible and great. The same, super funny, always unplanned, always different. And I kind of realized, I'm like, oh, this is what I want the show to be, right? This isn't the city. This is fucking Jersey. Like, fuck it. Like, he's letting me do whatever I want. So every Monday I do something different.
You can have fun and kind of be fresh, because you get your material all lined out and worked out, and not that it's not great and fun, but after a while it kind of loses something, and you kind of get that you need that spark back of creativity and inspiration, and especially in another room of comedians, if you're just shooting shit around with them, it's a great spot to get it.
I mean, the thing is, I really want this to sound real, like self-indulgent and self whatever, because I'm not that big of a comedian or whatever. But I really want New Jersey comics to be better. Like, I want to bring something to New Jersey and be like, why can't we have this scene? Why can't this scene be the Austin scene? Why can't this be a great scene? And I think if you have good guys there pushing people the right way, let's do it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm there every Monday for the comics. They do the mic. I come, I hang, I try to help them as best I can. We talk. It's like, if I could do this for New Jersey, that would be awesome. I got to chalk up real quick and open my window. I think my wife, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely giving an auxiliary scene or an outlet to the New York scene. And I think by doing those kind of regular shows, it'll help to build something like that a little bit easier or better, because you have that repetition. People know what to look for. And
Yeah,
then
who
it's
gives a
always
fuck?
something different. That's the cool thing too. You can see the same people maybe every week, but it ain't gonna be the same show.
Yeah, and I'll say this. Where's my monitor's not working? Next time we do this, and I don't know where my vape pen is, I put it in this bag. So look for the crazy X-Men bag. That's on you to remember this.
It's part of my duties.
Actually, that's my wife's. She's gonna find it and be pissed. No signal. What do you mean no signal? I'm giving you a signal, you dumb bra. You dumb bitch. Anyway, that's not working. The monitor's not working. Doesn't even matter. Yeah, then that was that week, right? And then so I'm also the lowest I've ever been weight wise, which is very
Nice.
exciting. I lost a bunch of weight, not from Ozempic, which I would take it if I could, but I my kid, both my kids got super sick. One threw up, the other one shit the fucking bed. And then I got this, I honestly think, norovirus for
Okay.
4 days. I mean, I was shitting, I shit my pants 3 times in the middle of the night. I had to get 3 times. I had to get change sweatpants. I was just throwing them in the wash and redoing them. It was bad, but I lost like 8 pounds. I lost a lot. I didn't eat for 3 days. It was crazy.
And that ain't, not all bad.
No, I think I'm doing all right. I think I'm going to try to keep the weight off.
Yeah, I think I might try to catch that again in another couple weeks.
It would be great. That would be great. That would be so great. But I got a lot of fun things to come. I got 2 videos, 2 toy hunt videos. We have to put one up. We also have to put up that video with what's his name. We did the video. With,
we still just gotta. If we just gotta put together 30 minutes of time at some point to
30 minutes
to really.
Oh,
we just need to button up the just to make it a full complete thing. I don't want to make it so choppy.
Right.
Just to throw it out there as it is right now. So just something at the front, something at the back. Boom, we're ready.
Can I do it right now? Can we do it in the live stream? Can I do it now?
Yeah.
Edit it right out of this.
I'll take it. Hold on. Let me take myself out of camera and.
What am I saying? I don't remember what I'm saying.
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
Basically, all that we're going to be doing, and don't forget, the ending is.
We'll do it later because yeah, that was weird. We had this cool interview with this guy who makes GI Joe toys for GI Joe's, like his own shit, and you add on to it. It's so cool. Gridiron Studios. It's awesome. You just like the dream. You just make your own GI Joes and sell them to people. That's awesome.
And it's a great interview for those looking for or waiting for that. It's a good solid interview.
Yeah. All right. So let's do it at the end of this show, at the end of the stream, if you're okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
And then try to release it tomorrow. We could release it tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, if
let's release it Monday.
I'm good with that. Yeah, I mean, whenever. Won't take me but a couple minutes to stitch it all together. I can throw it. I'll throw it on the channel unlisted, and then whenever you want to throw it out. We're good.
Yeah, because it's Monday. I can sit and I could post it in all the groups, all the GI Joe groups.
Yeah, and let me know so we can be there. I'm going to be there in the chat to whip it up as well.
We gotta whip it up. We gotta whip it up. Gotta whip it up, man. So that's what I've been up to. Anything new and exciting going on?
I mean, nothing new and exciting on my side. I went out to San Francisco for that week. That was interesting and fun, and hadn't really been out there. Tried to check out a couple toy stores, but their GI Joe and vintage market is really kind of crappy in the general area that I was. So I just got to get Googling. And man, if you're ever up in the St. Paul area, let me know.
Yeah, I got to hit up about getting to St. Louis again. Oh, also. This is kind of exciting. I had a conversation with my wife the other night, and I was like, look, you're going to have to put the kid to bed a little bit more because I think I need to like take one more swing at this, like at comedy, right? Like one more, go all out. I got to be in New York every night doing bar shows, just making sure my material is fucking great. I got to record a special. I have to make it good because I think I have time for a special. I have like 3 hours now since not 3, but maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours since the last special came out. And so I'm like, I got to do that, and I got to just go out real fucking hard, And I think we have 2 Night Cream albums coming out.
Yeah, I know you had at least one that was working.
We're recording a demo for the first one now, and we have like 12 songs. And he's like, why don't we just do 6 and we'll do another one? But I'm also thinking doing this, and there's like nobody watching this, so I don't really care. My idea is to do like a bit and then the song. So like the songs are about stories that I like, whatever. So I tell the story and then we do the song. And the song is like, it's like a punk band. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts. I'm so excited because it could be also horrible. Also, I'm going to Skankfest. Anyone going to Skankfest?
I wish.
Oh,
So it's a bucket list one.
can you just go? Think about why can't you go?
I don't know. Well, yeah.
No, I mean like if it's like a hotel thing, you can crash in my hotel.
Yeah, I mean it might be feasible or doable. I'll look at tickets and stuff like that.
I'll probably be able to get you a pass too.
Man,
You
can
come
give
as
me a
my
pass?
producer?
That'll be easy to play off. We've got evidence.
We've got evidence. We've got evidence. And you can film stuff with me. We can bring the Osmo around.
Oh yeah, we got the Osmo. We got cameras. We definitely make some content. Is it back in New Orleans?
Yes. Yeah, it is in New Orleans. I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think anything else comedy wise. I just did a Zoom podcast today that was I think I'm done with them. It's crazy. I'm realizing.
The Zoom ones
Podcast.
are trickier.
But even podcasts, people ask you to do a podcast, and I always say I'll do all of them. And then I did, not necessarily this one so much, but it has happened before. But then I'll do it, and then they don't let you talk, and then I'm like, I'm not really fighting to talk anymore. So I'm just getting mad. It's like, yo, you just took 2 hours of my time for nothing. 2 hours I could have been masturbating, and you just took that from me. Yeah,
It was like being on the bonfire back when it was Dan and Jay. Woo!
oh,
Those two guys. Good luck getting in there.
And I used to think it was me. I used to be like, well, maybe I'm not good enough. And it's like, oh no, this is they're playing a thing, and you got to like jump your rope yourself in. They got a lot better at the end though. Like, because I do it, and Dan, like the last few times I did it with Dan, he'd always be like, Greg, what do you think about that? And same thing with Big J. They'd may throw to you. If you're doing a podcast, you got to throw to the guy. You have a guest. Yeah. You got to be like, hey, what do you think, Gary? Thanks for being here, Gary.
Yeah, definitely.
The last real ass podcast was a waste. Was the one I was on? Oh, if you want to see the biggest comedy wastes in my life, where I did Legion of Skanks one, and my kid didn't sleep that night, and then Luis Gomez gave me some kind of weed, and it wasn't the kind of weed that agreed with me, because I'm pretty much asleep for the full 2 hours. I think I said like 2 things. I was sitting next to, I have God knows who. I think he was an Austin comic. I do not remember. I remember none of it. And then I kind of came to, and they were like, that's the episode. And I was like, what? I was watching. I was in. I don't think the comment that always makes me laugh is some guy went, hell yeah, Greg Stone, back on Legion of Skanks. And the comment right under said, don't get excited. The guy said like 2 fucking words the whole time. And then I did Are We Drunk? And it was just Soder was on, and so I came in, and Soder was already there. So it's like walking into a party, and so it was just like they were already in a conversation, and they were like kind of passionate, and there wasn't really much for me to like get in on. And I was like, oh, this was a fucking waste of time.
You got Soder, you got Mark, who is just almost right there with a tag on top of, or just right at the end of everything. So it's hard to get in on that one, but then. Yeah, you came in late, so
you heard it.
Oh yeah, I saw that one. So yeah, it was a tough hand to be dealt.
Yeah, it is what it is. You're not going to win every game,
No, it's not like you went on there and made an ass of yourself either. So
I haven't done that, brother. I have done that.
It's always an option.
I'm trying to think of one I really embarrassed myself. I don't know. There's some, because I'm like, you'll do like podcasts with comics who try to lead you dirty or lead you like more into that stuff, and I don't really want to get like, and then I end up getting, because me, I'm the fucking filthiest, not filthiest, but I say some stuff about that people, Christian people aren't too happy about. And then sometimes I just get like, I'm like, oh well, now I just talked about that, and I think I'm kind of done with that. I did get mad about something. Also, am I talking too much? I mean, it's just you and me. What are you getting mad at me? All right.
No, this is your podcast.
I think I left a bad comment. I don't usually like to leave angry comments on comedian stuff. But I saw some clean comic was talking to some other clean comic, and he was saying how like, you want to make money, you got to be clean. He goes, I try to get to all the young comics now. I'm trying to tell all the young comics, you got to be clean. You got to be fucking clean. And it struck a nerve with me so bad because one, I love clean. I mean, I love clean comedy. I love it.
Sure.
Right? Like Brian Regan, amazing. Nate, amazing.
Yeah.
Gaffigan's amazing. And you can't deny any of that, right? Great. But you can't like say like that's first of all, you're saying like you want to make money. It just hit me like, oh, that's why we're here, right? We're here. Oh, I guess we're all just here to make money. That's what you got into comedy for. Like, no, that's not why we're here. That's fucking crazy. I was so mad. And then they're trying to like make everybody clean now. There's like this wave of clean comics that are happening, and they're trying to make everyone clean. I mean, there's also this like Nazi comics and like
Sure.
It's like all the gangs are showing up now, and they're all getting real close, and they're all like going to war, secret wars. Nobody knows about them. I see.
Right. Behind the scenes in the green room wars.
Yeah. Also, if you're a clean comic, let me say this: I don't, I curse, whatever.
Yeah.
But if you're like we are at war. This genocide's happening, right? To me, like comedy is the truth, right? Like for me, I like truth. I like people talking about what's really happening. It's like if you're not talking about what's really happening in the world, because clean isn't, no matter what they tell you, clean is not about cursing. It's topics. It's sex talk, religion talk, politics.
Sure.
So that's what they say.
It goes beyond just the language that's being used. It's filtered. I don't like filtered. I like real raw.
Right. Tell me how you really feel, you know? And so I'm like, you can't sit here like if you make everything clean, there will be no more Carlins or I love Ricky Gervais. I know people don't like him. I think he's great.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah.
He has a great way of thinking.
Yeah. He's so fun. He's so talented. I don't know why, like of course he's Ricky Gervais, but he gets shit sometimes. I'm like, nah. And
I don't see where it comes. I don't see it being deserved. I don't know where it exactly comes from. And you know, every comedian is not for everybody, so maybe it's just subjective. But boy, even if I don't agree with him on everything, I find him very articulate, and he's thought out what he's talking about.
Right. You know what? I don't know anybody who knows him, but I think Seth MacFarlane looks like a nice guy. People shit on him. I get it. Like he's got that smile, but his smile seems real. Like he seems like he is genuinely happy to be alive.
Yeah, I think he's having fun.
Yeah. Seth MacFarlane. I'd like to put him on my bucket list of people to meet.
Yeah, Matt and Trey from South Park. I think those guys they're having fun. They're still enjoying it.
Yeah. Dude, South Park is crazy.
Amazing what they've been able to do. As long as they have.
Yeah. I don't watch it because I don't have Comedy Central, but I will when I go on the road in a hotel. It's always just a 24-hour stream of South Park is happening on like those hotel channels. And I always catch up and I'm always like, yeah, this is fucking crazy how good this is.
It's
also,
always
you'll watch a political episode from like 17 years ago and you're like, oh, that's what was happening.
Yeah.
It's awesome to watch. Like, this is awesome to see them make fun of something. Like, I barely even remember this shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I don't follow it like I used to as well, but every time I see it still on or signed for another season, I think yes, because that's the type of show I want to see keep going.
Yeah.
That's what we need out there.
Yeah. I love this night cream.
The backdrop here. I mean, it's all color matched today. I wore a pink shirt for work. I had a pink night cream thing I made up. So
wait a minute. Oh, I love it. I didn't even realize. And then I realized this: you technically have a shirt and tie hanging in the background, which was the original Friday Night Greg. I hung up shirts in the background because it was like to show vanity that we have button-down shirts.
These are just airbrush kind of t-shirts that have a suit
cool.
and tie on. They're super classy.
I don't have a suit anyway. Hang on, I gotta get water. Stand by.
Yep, not a problem.
Can you play a video? Is there anybody in the chat still? 5.
We got 5 people hanging out. Right. Like I said, most of our stuff people catch it afterwards, but that's why I try to put that we're going live out there so that if people don't catch it halfway through, they can catch it at the start. So No, we're still doing good. I think still all the Al 7 boys are probably still up in here whipping it up, getting ready to just whip that chat.
We got to get some Aisle 7 boys. We got to get some Aisle 7 boys at Skankfest.
Whew.
I'm sure we can get all 7. Was it the 13, the 11, or is it the 7?
Yeah, there was. I mean, aisle 7 was the boys. I think there were probably about a good solid 10 to 12 of us.
Nice. Yeah.
We got a good little gang going.
12 was great. It's so great.
Oh, yeah. It's perfect little posse.
Let me get some water. I'm going to die.
Yep. Lube it up. So, yeah, like Greg is saying, we've been on a little bit of a break, but we haven't stopped working or cooking. So some ideas. We're still going to be rolling with that GI Joe aspect of some things. We're still going to night cream it up from time to time because you got to. You just can't keep those hits inside. We all need to feel it. And then knowing Greg, probably some random stuff, some just maybe one-offs, hanging out, toy review, the fun stuff. It's very difficult to predict with Greg. I don't know if anybody could tell or would anticipate from watching the podcast, but Greg is Greg. The camera don't change, nothing. So trying to plan stuff and time stuff goes just how you'd think. What's up, Bedeezy? Bedeezy says, I'm not really in the chat, but you're on in my house. My previous comment didn't come through on top chat. Uh-oh. Which one? Oh, this is what happens when sober Greg makes appointments for Stone Greg. Yeah, that one came through before we technically went live, so Greg didn't get to see that one.
Since last we talked, I got a new water bottle, and this thing is fucking dope. Don't talk because I can't hear you.
Yep, I figured so. I didn't see the headphones.
It's a good one. Let me put my headphones on. Ooh. I know. All right.
I was just going to talk about that to bring it up.
Allison got too busy. And so we had to stop. Carlo S, what up? We had to stop the Talktown, but DeVito and I are trying to figure out something new that's a little bit different. Oh, but Easy's gonna be at Skankfest.
Oh, shit! Awesome. I did miss that. Sorry, buddy.
So sorry about Talktown. You know, it's upsetting. Me too, Melissa. Who's Melissa? Oh, forensic artist Melissa.
yeah, for the Talktown. So yeah, I don't disagree. I like the Talktown. I like the premise and like the idea of it. And like I said, if it's something that you find a way to keep rolling in some variation or fashion.
Yeah, I also really have to lean into the toy stuff because it is such a niche that I don't think a lot of people. I think in that pond, I'm very tall. But can I show you what I found? Speaking of which,
yep,
that's a big old bottle of water. These are my GI Joe trading cards from 1985.
Oh yeah,
dude, these cards. Let me tell you why these cards are amazing. So, as a GI Joe fan, when you were a kid, you liked the cartoon. Nobody got hurt. Nobody died. These cards are pretty much based on the comic book. So,
okay, a little bit more rough.
There's things in here. Some cards called. These are them. They're called the honor roll, right? These are all of the people who died.
Oh, these are fallen Joes.
Yeah, these are all the fallen Joes. Blocker. And so they tell you on the back how they died, and the way they describe them is always crazy. So you're a kid. Also, I finally get these cards. Now I'm finding out all of my friends are dead. I had no idea these people were dead. And then the way they do it, let's see if this one's any good. Oh, fuck, I can't see shit. You know what? Let me get my glasses on.
All right.
Another tip, another quick break. I think I'm going blind, dogs.
It happens. Age doesn't help any of us, unfortunately, and none of us are getting any younger. Until they start stem celling our eyes or whatever the next thing will be. Maybe some sort of AI contact lens that just projects everything right into our brain. Who knows? They already got that going. That Neuralink that Elon has. Oh, scary to think about what technology they really are working on or what they got going that hasn't come out yet. It's always fun. Yeah, I didn't know that there were fallen G.I. Joe. I'm just used to the cartoon version where nobody gets hurt. It's like 18. Everybody walks away. No bullets land. Thousands are fired. This has been a new little twist on the whole G.I. Joe universe for me. Here's Glasses Greg. Cobra.
Oh, and I got a good story.
All right.
All right, so this is Blocker. Let's see what happened to Blocker. I think I just can't read anymore. Or I'm like, maybe I'm just getting old and just can't see shit. It is also dark in this room.
Yeah, probably a mixed bag of things.
All right. After 3 hazard-filled years as a New York City cab driver, Blocker decided to get into a safer line of work. He joined the military. Hilarious. And he took test driving armored vehicles as a member of the G.I. Joe, but Battle Force 2000. Oh, this guy was part of Battle Force 2000.
Oh,
To anyone
wow.
who knows G.I. Joe, everyone in Battle Force 2000 died a miserable death. It was just like this. It was a toy where like you get 10 of them. You get like 5 or 6 of them, and they put them together, and they make one like big base. And they were like they were like futuristic and weird. And then Larry Hama, I think, also didn't like that, so he killed everybody. So it's kind of funny, like, oh, Battle Force 2000, everyone there died. So it says, okay, as a member of G.I. Joe's Battle Force 2000. Now, again, I'm a 10-year-old kid reading these cards. Blocker was ripped to shreds while maneuvering around oil storage tanks that were blown up by Cobra missiles during the Battle of Benzine. Ripped to shreds. That's a real nice way to put it. But Blocker's dead. Rest in peace, Blocker.
Wow.
Yeah. I got a
Are there,
Cobra card.
Are there any Cobra fatalities?
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't looked at these cards in 20 years.
Okay.
Cobra! We got to watch G.I. Joe because, man, I watched that movie last night. I was so high. It's so crazy. I love that they just go Cobra or Cobra. La, 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 la. They're crazy. Anyway, what's this? Lightfoot. I don't know who Lightfoot is. Let's see the honor roll. Let's just see who's dead. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow mint cards are worth a lot of money. Really? Let's see if we have Snake Eyes or Storm Shadow. We have Tripwire, Dusty. Oh, these are great. Metalhead. Should I just be showing Metalhead? He was crazy. He had, look at this, just giant fucking missiles strapped to his legs. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Skymate. Who the fuck is Skymate? Just some guy with a bow and arrow.
Interesting.
Ooh, here we go. We got an honor roll. This is what I want to do. Honor roll. This was, so you said, do they have Cobra? Yeah, here's a Cobra one. The Croc Master.
Ooh, all right.
Oh, yeah, that guy has a crocodile. He's a toy who comes with a fucking crocodile. Is there anything cooler? I don't think there is.
Not much.
Yeah. I mean, let's see how Croc Master died. I also hate that we're doing reading on this podcast. So I suddenly can't fucking read. Oh, I need my light. Dude, I'm so old. This is what's happening? I need a light now?
Probably. I'm getting there. I'm right there too. I'm a little bit older than you, so.
All right. I forgot. I thought you were younger than me. That doesn't matter.
I think I'm 2 years older, 46.
Nice. Crocmaster was a burglar alarm salesman and an alligator wrestler. Nice. Who tried to found a company using alligators for home security. That's awesome. So this guy, that's great. He's a burglar alarm salesman, and also I do crocodiles. Let's combine the two.
Yeah.
Put a crocodile in your car.
Cobra material.
You think someone's going to steal your fridge? Not with a crocodile in the fucking kitchen. I love that this guy. That's the funniest thing in the world. He became Cobra Island security guard, lurking within its subterranean canals with his well-bred and trained crocodiles. He has been missing in action since Cobra Commander had him buried alive inside a cargo ship underneath the volcano. It is unclear what the fate of his crocodiles has been, if any. Well, that's sad. You never want to hear about dying crocodiles.
Yeah, but it seems like there might be a opportunity or an open window for him to make a comeback.
I think he'll be back. And also, these are old cards, so I think they've changed.
Back. Okay.
Techno Viper, very cool. Hawk,
Interesting.
who cares? I'm gonna find these honor roll cards just so we can keep finding out who's dead. The dead. I love that someone had that idea too. We're doing GI Joe cards. We have to do the guys who are dead. Just let everyone know who's dead. The Cobra Commander.
Of course.
Graded. I'm not getting it. Ooh, Storm Shadow. He said Storm Shadow. That's pretty mint.
It's not bad condition.
It's not graded, but Astro Viper. Ooh, here's a Snake Eyes.
No, man, you got both.
Yeah, I wonder what Snake Eyes though, because maybe it's a different Snake Eyes.
Oh yeah,
Ooh, there's Big Ben. Here's Big Ben. This guy who. Anyway, here's another honor roll. Who is this? Oh, Nemesis Enforcer. Nemesis Enforcer. We will learn about when I upload this video of me watching the movie. Nemesis Enforcers from the movie. You want $8? I kind of don't want to. I appreciate it. It's not worth anything. Did you look it up? Did someone just look it up?
No. And was it Carlos said mint condition are worth a lot. Graded.
Yeah, I'm not grading shit. According to Cobra Lie Legends, here's the thing about G.I. Joe. Actually, let's not even do this. Let me just tell you about this. Here's the thing about the G.I. Joe movie, man. It really hit me last night. It's so funny. It is fucking crazy. It's bananas. It's a military show where these are soldier guys. And then they just say everyone in Cobra is a so this is what had me laughing, is from a race of people 40,000 years old. In 1985 or 86, is this 98 or 86 card? 86 cards are worth money. How do you know 86?
600 to 1,500 for Storm Shadow.
Not the one I had, though, right? How do I know what cards they were? I think this was the first series. I believe most of Greg's collection is in mint condition. That's right. That's right. I'm a Mr. Mint. Mr. Mint condition. I don't find that true. Way more handsome than Chip Chippers.
Fuck yeah.
I do have a hat on.
I do miss Chip.
$8 firm. You know what, man? I would sell it to you, but I really don't want to sell my cards. I like these cards. I think kind of a Are they Hasbro or Impel? Ooh, let's look at this light here. Impel. These are Impel. It's so funny to just, I know these aren't worth anything. I just know they aren't because I'm never lucky with that kind of stuff. Guarantee Greg has shuffled those like playing cards. No way, dude. No way, dog. Impel is 91. Oh, they had G.I. Joe cards from, yeah, that makes sense, 91. Because that would have been 10 years old. Anyway.
I wonder if there's vintage ones out there for sale, unopened.
I like these cards. I'm very excited about them. Yeah, but they were retcon Cobra Commander in the show. They say that he's been alive for 40,000 years, and you go, so you're telling me Cobra? You can't just,
immortal?
What?
They're making him immortal.
So they said that that Cobra is from a secret snake people who've lived underground since before mankind came about.
Oh,
so here's the thing: if you're gonna take Snake Eyes from Cobra Commander from he was a car salesman, because I think that was like the bit. He was a car salesman who went nuts and became the leader of a terrorist organization. And you're gonna say he's 40,000 years old. That means Cobra has been existing while Abraham Lincoln was in office. So you're saying there's Cobra Commander was probably trying to take over the world when Henry Ford was in office, when Napoleon. every single human and he's just been failing for 40,000 years, or he did nothing. Because the whole thing is they were like, he was, he's 40,000 years, he's whatever, and he's supposed to be in America. He came here to take over the world, to bring back the Cobra law, to bring them so they can come rule the world or whatever. But you're telling me that he's failed for 40,000 years. He's just been pulling stunts. That's crazy. Yeah. Let's see this. Just saw a movie directed by the G.I. Joe director called Seneca. It got bad reviews, but it was great. Seneca, I think I never heard of that. Yeah. I don't know that anyone's ever talked about this, though. Cobra Commander being 40,000 years old and what the implications of that means as a character. This guy's just been living like longer than Dracula, because Dracula was human.
I mean, 40,000 years, it's an awful long time. I mean, you think he would have been able to take over by then, or you don't hear of any
take over when we were monkey people.
Right. We just had barely making fire. Not then.
It makes no sense. He's Iranian.
That's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 40,000, I don't know if I don't like that.
But they just kind of slip it in there. So I don't think anyone ever noticed or really put it together what that would mean. Zoroastrian. I don't know what that means. Some people know some stuff. I don't know some stuff. It's an insane number pre-Neanderthal. Yeah. Isn't it wild? Ooh, look at this G.I. Joe guy. His name is, come on, camera. Ooze. You can't see it. Ooze. We have to figure out this focus situation. Ooze. Just a guy named Ooze. What's Ooze's story?
Yeah, that autofocus is, it gets tricky.
Ooze is one of the few men in his field who can analyze a pollutant like cobra sludge, break it down, and discover a neutralizing agent before our forces are overrun. A man who enjoys, maybe it's like cicada. Yeah, I was wondering if he was like lying dormant, but they didn't say. That's actually a really great point. Like, they didn't say he came out of like a, put your card behind it. It's very smart. They didn't say he was like, he came out of a pod or was sleeping for 40,000 years. They just was like, we'll have to rewatch this movie. I'll have to rewatch this movie. It's so fucking silly and dumb and fun. Shipwreck. This guy was great. There it is. Anyway.
Yeah, he looks like a classic naval soldier.
He's a Navy guy, fucking around. Doing his damn thing. I gotta get the music stuff set up. Not right now, but again, because I've been working on some stuff.
Oh, nice.
Very excited.
We finally need to crack that code on getting OBS to work for you through this,
right?
So that you can really be at maximum capacity.
So I stopped doing it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll be vulnerable. I watched one of them and I heard how horrible my voice was. And I was like, yo, I think I've just been embarrassing myself. The audio does not sound like, the music is kind of low. And it was weird. I was like, oh God, I think I've just been embarrassing myself for years. Who cares if I have? I don't believe in embarrassment.
No, it's the OBS. Once we had to kind of get away from that because we couldn't get the two OBS to connect as your camera for StreamYard, we lost some functionalities, and then we kind of had to plug and play, and we made it work, but wasn't right.
Well, either way, my friend was like, yeah, man, you have to throw your mic. You have to throw like things on your mic. You have to, he goes, you got to make a vocal chain. So that's like a bunch of like different filters for your voice that sounds better. Like everyone is doing that. And I was like, you right. We get a vocal chain going.
That's how we learn.
Got a Google vocal chain. I wonder if I can play in StreamYard, if I can play, let's see if I can play GarageBand, because I want to start running off GarageBand.
I feel like you've been able to before, I think. Pretty sure.
I also, nice. It's exciting. Anyway, I'm going to try to.
Hope we lost your audio somehow in there.
testing. Can you hear
There
me?
it is. Yep.
What the hell was that? Oh, you know why? It says it lost connection to my mic because I opened GarageBand, and GarageBand wanted to take my mic over or something. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we'll play with those settings one day. We love the settings.
Put your hand behind the card. Oh yeah, you said that already. What should we talk about? Do you have any topics? I'm very into AI right now, by the way. I've been
What's that?
using Claude.
Yeah, how's that going?
Man, I think when used right, AI is pretty great. Oh, the Spider-Man trailer. That's exactly what I want to talk about. Did you see it?
I have not. I actually just saw it was like 1:30 last night. I had seen on World Star that it was on there. I said,
It looks good, and I'm loving it's a different director because the last director, I liked those Spider-Man movies a lot, but they just weren't dark enough until the last one. I think the last one was awesome. They just weren't like you got to be a little. You got to feel like, man, Peter Parker's this guy's fucking depressed. You know, he's always happy, but he's always happy in the face of everything is kind of fucked up and sad. You know. And this looks like it's got the fucking energy. Yeah, Shang-Chi director, which is awesome because Shang-Chi is underrated. Shang-Chi was great. Shang-Chi was a lot better than I even thought. Shang-Chi was great. The trailer looks awesome. Can we play the trailer or no? Or is that a thing where we get cut down?
Yeah, I think we ran into problems with Supergirl on that one before. Even when we remixed it and you were the audio track and it was the video. So yeah, tough to say on that one.
Okay, let's see. Where Eagles Dare, what are your top 3 bands? What an impossible fucking question. I mean, I could tell you what I'm loving right now. I got a lot of stuff I like right now, which is Future Islands is I've been listening, like, I didn't even realize because, you know, I used to be like into a lot of hardcore and pop punk and punk and all that stuff. But my man SOS, he's the bass player in Night Cream. He goes, "Damn, Greg, you just listen to a lot of depressing ass music." I guess I like them sad bands, you know. I like a fucking guy just sad as fuck. But let me see what I got on my Spotify right now that I'm liking. I'm liking a lot of Spanish love songs. The song "Haunted," so good. Future Islands has been big for me right now. I mean, in general, another band that's been a band I loved so much, and I listened to a song today was "Life of Agony." I don't know if you guys liked. Have you ever listened to "Life of Agony"? Ooh, man. So let me tell you about "Life of Agony." It's like I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a hardcore band, I guess, but they weren't like screamy. They were just heavy, you know, like probably if you like Pantera, that kind of thing, they probably would have not been in that category, but
yeah,
anyway, it doesn't matter. The singer was trans, but before trans was a thing. So he was like this real deep voice guy and then became trans, but man, was just 10 years too fucking early, 20 years too early to get any whatever. And like, so was just, you could just hear, and the songs are fucking depressing as shit. Dude, there's a song, Let's Pretend, which I believe is about him seeing his mother in a diner and her not knowing it's him because his mother was like a junkie or her mother was a junkie. You know, guys, understand my pronouns. I'm doing the best I can. I'm also high. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Like that's fucking crazy. And then River, oh man, the River Runs Red. It's just like it's about opening your veins. The river runs red, and I think I'm dying. Oh yeah, man, Life of Agony. The river runs red, and I think I'm. Oh man, that whole album. Are you into that kind of music? What kind of music are you into, Prince Adam?
I mean, I listen to everything, but for the most part, I mean, Dave Matthews Band, Anderson .Paak, it jumps around, but sure. I can find songs at least in everything. Maybe I don't like the entire catalog that an artist has, but there's something I can jam to.
They did a cover. Life of Agony did a cover of "Don't You Forget About Me," that is second to none as far as covers go. It's like oh, he's singing about like I'm gonna kill myself, and that's not what the original was. Life of Agony was unbelievable. I think they were co-opted by Giant Bros, but I don't care. They're awesome. Other bands. Let's talk about other music that I just love because I'd like to talk about. I'm really into Lord Huron right now. Just more depressing Death Cab for Cutie. I don't know what's going on in my life. I'm just listening to like really depressing stuff. Marty Robbins. You know Marty Robbins?
Mm.
Dude, Marty Robbins sings Big Iron. Marty Robbins, this old country style song singer who sings just like about it's like Johnny Cash. Big Iron is like with a big iron on his hip. What's it? Oh man, I wish we could play. We can't play music, right?
I wish.
Man. Anyway, I listened to Counting Crows the other day, and I was like, "Yo, man, all this music that I kind of didn't like as a kid, I now I'm like, nah, man, you were great. Counting Crows were great. What was I doing? They were great."
Yeah, well, sometimes when that music comes out, you just haven't had the life experience that's required to really understand the depth or the lyrics or what's going on. You can only appreciate it for the surface.
Yeah, I get it. Coheed and Cambria is one of my all-time faves. Burnin' Love, Elvis Presley, great song. Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love. I Drove All
Elvis,
Night by Cyndi Lauper. Do you know I Drove All? Do you know Cyndi Lauper?
I know Cyndi Lauper. Yeah, More Time After Time is more my jam.
Time After Time is the greatest love song ever written. There's nothing better. There's nothing that gets in my heart more than Time After Time. But I Drove All Night is a sleeper. It's a Roy Orbison cover. But I love that song because she's like, I drove all night to get to you. I drove. Yeah, I have so many times done the road, especially when my wife was pregnant. I've been on the road, and I'm supposed to go back to the hotel room, and I go, fuck it, I'm gonna go home and get home, be with my wife, and I just drive all night, and then you sneak in. The door is the lights are out. You try to not knock anything over and knock, whatever.
Yes,
jump in bed with her,
break a window, and everything else.
Yep. She wakes up in the morning, rolls over, touches your face, and she's like, "Oh, you're home." And I'm like, "I'm home, Mama." And she's like, "I'm so happy you're home." It's the best. Those are things in life. I mean, everyone has their things, but I try to think about what were some of my things, and I think some of my things were getting home early when my wife think I was coming home the next day. Subsequently, cheating on my wife were also some of my favorite moments in my life.
Yeah.
So this and that, this and that, this and that. Yeah. I've been getting real like philosophical. I've been really understanding, being more comfortable. Since last we spoke, it's been starting to happen. But now I'm starting to get to a place where I'm becoming happy and comfortable with who I am. Right. Like I told you before, I had this realization where I was like, why am I not bigger in comedy? And then I went, I have a wife and kids and best friends, and I'm like a genuinely happy person. And I went, that's what I wanted. Like that was the dream. And I didn't realize I was living the dream, because this is the thing I was trying to explain to somebody. When you get to this age, you realize all of the people you grew up with, all of the people that you knew, they all wanted something, and all the people that wanted that thing at this age have gotten it. So now you see what their lives are like that they've gotten it, or what it is that they got. And then you realize, like I realize, all of my friends who got famous were people who wanted nothing more than to be famous, right? And now they're famous, but they wanted that first, right? People who wanted to be great comics, they're now great comics, not as famous. They got their one thing. Right. I always wanted to be a good person. I think that sounds lame and corny, but I was like, no, I want to be a good human being first. I am. I'm happy. Right. So you realize that. But then I realized all of the people who wanted power and like fame, they got it. But they're all the people who were missing something. They're trying to fill this void that they just couldn't fill. Right. So all of the people that went that crazy to get that famous are kind of mentally ill. And then I realized, oh, every person in power, every single person in power forever has been mentally ill. So then they go, humans are bad. Humans are not bad. It's just all of the people in power are people who wanted power, so they're mentally ill, so they're ruining the fucking world forever. It's like, oh shit, that makes so much sense why everything sucks. Because who the fuck would want to be president? It's crazy. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah.
Wants to be Napoleon wasn't just a great guy, so he took over the world to like spread good vibes. What up, Mr. Go Down? You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely.
Time after time will make you cry. What'd you say, Adam? Sorry.
And I think as far as the like you were talking about with being bigger in comedy, one of the things until you get to that almost elite upper crust level to where you can afford to take your family and kids with you every single place, a lot of those comedians that hit it big, whenever they talk, their one big regret is all the time that they've had to spend away from their family doing the road and having to travel and be all these weekends gone. So that it's something missing too. Maybe not
Right.
mentally, but there's a
No,
price you pay.
that's the thing. Is the sacrifice because
Mhm.
you can only put one thing at the top. So what are you putting at the top, right? And the thing people don't realize is the things they're all putting at the top is they think it'll bring them happiness. So why not just put happiness at the top? Because what's crazy is that as I'm raising kids, I'm like, man, if I want a kid that's gonna be like a great comic or like a great basketball player, I gotta beat the shit out of him. Like I have to be an absent father, I have to be a horrible dad. So this kid has fucking issues and then wants to prove me wrong, right?
Yep.
Or I could just have a kid who's well adjusted and he'll be like, yeah, I don't really need anything because I'm pretty fucking happy. Like it's and this is the thing too is as a comedian I've always had a hard time with this, and this is gonna sound egotistical, but sometimes people will put comedians on like a pedestal in a weird way because they think they're like it's like celebrity mentality kind of thing. And then I've always had a hard time of explaining why it's bullshit to people without sounding like I'm just being like, oh, it's not a big deal what we do. You know what I mean? Like really trying to explain to people like how, oh no, I'm just good. Let me see. Sometimes they put people with issues in power to control them. Yeah. See, hang on a second. Let's just take it aside. The people who put those people in control are also people in power who are also mentally ill, right? All of the people doing all of that are just fucked up. They're just fucked up people. Even the good ones were fucked up. Anyway, um, I've had a hard time trying to like explain to people that like, oh, I just so happen to be good at a skill, like a thing that's different, and I can make people laugh, and that's cool. But like, you're good at your job. But also, every comedian that I met, most of them are fucked up. Like they're just like fucked up people, and
Mhm.
I want people to know. Like, there's just the guy who's just like, yeah, man, I'm just happy in my house doing my thing. I'm like, well, you've no idea how you are doing better than all of the celebrities you'll ever meet. Like all of them are they're too hungry, they're fucking lonely, they're miserable, they're narcissists, their egos are out of control in this weird way. And that's why I'm getting happy now because I'm realizing like, oh fuck, I'm so happy. Um, I'm so happy that I didn't get super famous because I would have been a monster. I don't know that I'm happy. So look, man, I think Carlos, when you say that comedians see things that most people don't, it is awesome, right? It's a fun job and it's a cool job, but it's not everything's equal on the planet. Like everyone is going to be born and everyone is going to die. And so it all comes back to zero. And so there's this, I just don't believe in the hierarchy of people. Here's what I do think. I think there are humans. There's two types of people. There's humans and then there's the NPR, non-playable characters, the
Mhm.
NPCs. And I really just think that if you're not an NPC, you are as valuable as anyone else. Like if you're because people who like comedy, see this is the thing, right? Like he says comedians see things most people don't. But then you're also able to see what they said and get it. Right. This is what people don't understand too. Like your just is important in my eyes because like and it's about fans and whatever, because I talk to people all the time who even when you explain it, they don't get it. Like they just
Mhm.
don't fucking get they're just going back to their programming. You know what I mean? So like people who get it are like, oh, you're just. I always said the same thing, and I probably said this analogy a million times. Scooby Doo, the old Scooby Doo. There was the wall, and you could tell it was painted. And then if there was going to be like an axe that was going to move, you could see it was a colored extra,
Yeah.
right? Those are the people in the world, the people who actually move, and everyone else is just this weird painted background, and they like just existing, and not it was dude. I told you when I was in St. Louis, and that guy came up to me and went, "You suck." And I laugh. I'm like, "Oh yeah, what?" And he goes, "I was expecting someone like Nate Bargatze," and I was like, "How are you alive? How did you get to this club? How did you pick a day to do a thing Go see a comedian blindly. You have no idea who this guy is, and then get mad because he curses because he's not another guy that you didn't go to see.
Right. You
It
went
was
out to a
crazy.
comedy show for the comedy show to meet your expectations instead of going to the comedy show, which is a comedian and
Yeah.
knowing where you're going.
I mean,
Idiot.
it's crazy. It's like going to see Pantera and being like, "What? You're not Kenny G. I know music, and music is Kenny G.
Yeah.
What happened to Kenny
That-
G? Is he still
That's
around?"
people wild.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Also, to walk up to the performer's face after and then go, you suck." I don't know how I didn't punch that guy right in his face. I should have just
It's
fucking popped him.
I think it's a result of the world today. You can pick everything. So I can pick anything on YouTube I want to watch. I'm not predetermined by what programming TV has on anymore. So I think people start to lose track of that in reality.
Mhm.
That it's you don't get to go select what
Man, it's
reality
crazy.
is for you.
But anyway, he's an NPC. He's not
Yeah.
real.
No.
That guy's not making real choices in his brain. That's the one thing that Sam Harris. I like Sam Harris. So
Mhm.
he talks about free will and how free will doesn't exist. And then I look at people and I go, this guy, I know everything he's going to do. I know what kind of person he is. I go, that guy has less. That guy has like less free will than me. So if he has less, then that must mean it exists. If I have more, that's the only argument I have against free will. Is that if someone can have less free will, I don't know how to say it, but anyway, it's probably an argument that goes. Anyway,
Nope, I get what you're saying.
right. You say money exists, but I have less money and you have more money than money exists.
Yeah, it's quantifiable.
Yeah. Also, I've been doing this online. This is my new thing. And I really think it's real now. So I will sometimes just leave silly comments. I like a silly comment,
Mhm.
I read a meme. I like to leave a silly comment. It's usually something weird. Um, and every now and again, they're usually pretty pretty dumb, nothing controversial, just, and then you'll get like the big ones will get like, it's like 1,000 likes. And then you'll get one person who's like, fuck you, dude. Or like this joke isn't funny. Like they're just rude and weird or just
Right.
mean. And I've been commenting these people and being like, what's happening? And then they just get meaner and say all this weird shit and they try to like goat you. And I said to the one guy, I go, you're not real. Like I know that you are you're an AI robot. Like, and you made to keep me on this program. Like I know that's what you are, and you're trying to make me mad to do that. So why don't you Zoom? If you're real, let's do a Zoom. Right? Let's do a Zoom meeting. I want to talk to this real person that's yelling at me online. And
Mhm.
every single time they won't do it. And I honestly think because I don't think they're real people.
And it could be.
I
Could be
don't think they're
bots.
real. I think they're all AI bots that are just people can't be that mad about some of this stuff.
Yeah, I think people can can come in and invent in a comment, but they usually don't hold that. They don't keep that energy
Yeah.
all the way through.
I'll show you the one that this guy, what the fuck it is. Maybe it was, oh yeah, you're a sad little. This guy goes, you're a. Oh, this was the comment I left, which was, all right. It's an insane comment. It's about Christian Bale, and I wrote two things. I hope he's right. I don't know what he's talking about. And two, I don't think his accent is real. I don't know why, but I feel like he's been doing this as a gag for years about Christian Bale.
Interesting.
I just think Christian Bale's accent's fake. If you listen to Christian Bale, you'll see it. He's faking it. 20 comments, and this guy, you're a sad little man, ain't you? Next time you're in UK, drop me a line. And I wrote, I don't know why you're so. Oh, and then here's the thing, right? Let's honestly say, like, maybe he's not a robot. Well,
Right.
I think you're doing everything that a robot would do that would make me think you're a robot. So, what kind of life are you living that you're doing the things that a paid for bot would do for Instagram? It's crazy.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
but even
everybody's
dummies are
operating on
complex
100.
inside. And even if they don't know it or show it. Where oogles dare, here's what I want to say. Not to say I used to think what you're saying is true, but it's kind of true. I used to think that was true. I'm starting to think I don't think a lot of these people are complex. I think some kind of trauma hits you when you're young and it just severs an insane amount of different like neuron paths of like going into different ways of thinking about stuff. And I think they just don't. And I like, these guys who were just like, I hate to say it, but like my stepdad was this kind of guy. He was like this soldier type person who was just like, we do it this way, everything is this. There was not complex thought going on with the things. There was right, there was wrong. You do what's right, you do what's wrong. And it was like, it was good for to have like that kind of like teach me how to be a man, I guess. But
it's great for military.
Right. But it wasn't like I would say things to him and be like, I don't know, like what is heaven? Like what is like I said to him, go, pink is for like my stepdad. So I was like, pink is for girls. Why is pink for girls? Why would a color be for a girl? That doesn't make any when you think that doesn't make any sense. There's a color, it's a color, and they go, that's a girl. What that when you really stop to think about it, that makes how little sense a color to a gender means anything. And then I researched it. There is no evidence that there's nothing for that. Someone just said it. It was that way. Right. And then I said that to him. And my stepdad just looks at me and he's just like, because it's for girls. And I was like, he just couldn't even, he couldn't
even allow the thought.
I don't think it was, I don't think there was a hole for that thought to go into. It's just like, this man is a robot. I can relate. I grew up in Utah with hardcore Mormons. They were all like that. That's what it comes to me with religion. Like it is so good and it is so bad. And I am really coming around to being like, it is good. I think that, let me throw this idea at you. Stop me if you heard it. Because I do realize I tend to say the same thing. I've been thinking a lot about Chick-fil-A because I love Chick-fil-A. And I go to Chick-fil-A, and every time I go, they are very nice. They're so nice. They're out of their way. They're nice to my kids. They'll like give them a piece of candy. It's crazy. There's a play place for my kids to go play, so I could take a 20-minute break. Right. I went one time to Chick-fil-A, and this is like I was at the airport, and they canceled my flight like 6 times. It was a nightmare. Everything was a nightmare. All this shit was happening. I forgot what it was. I go to Chick-fil-A, and the guy goes, "How are you today?" And this is in the airport. And I went, "I gotta be honest, man, not great." And he goes, "What happened?" And I go, "Nah, no big deal. I don't want to complain. I'm just sorry. My flight was canceled. My wife's sick. I got diarrhea. My fucking dog is dead. Just a bunch of shit." And he goes, "Oh, man, I'm really sorry." And then he goes, "Your meal's on us today." I went, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, we have this policy that sometimes people need a little pick me up. And if they're having a bad day, sometimes we'll just hook it up." And I went, "Man, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever done to me in my life." Right. But they're hardcore religious. Right. So there's no one more against religion than myself. Right. But then you go, okay, but at least they fucking believe in something. Right. Like at least they're anti-abortion. Okay. I'm pro-abortion. Right. But you believe you're killing babies? Then of course you're going to fight for that. Like at least Amazon doesn't stand for fucking anything. Walmart they don't stand for anything. So I'd rather go with a company that at least believes something that is not like, and it is something that they do believe is good, right? They are trying. It is based on some sort of.
Yeah, it's based in well-intended, live your best life, be the best for other people. I think it just gets, like anything, it gets ruined because it becomes organized religion and then money.
Wait, are you talking about Chick-fil-A or religion?
Both.
Oh, yeah.
It all ties together, baby.
I'm still talking about Chick-fil-A. Sorry.
Oh, no.
But
they're all the same to me.
Yeah, but like at least Chick-fil-A is like following some sort of something. But every other company is
out.
Worse.
Right.
They're doing what Meta is doing to us, and people are not they're not getting off Instagram, but they're like, I won't go to Chick-fil-A. It's like, Chick-fil-A is 1,000 times better than every other company.
Yeah, and I don't go to a company because of its beliefs unless it's all of a sudden starting to throw those beliefs directly into my face or making it a thing. I don't care.
Right.
They're closed on Sunday. Okay. That's their business decision.
Yeah. That's so annoying. Because it's like
It
the
is.
one thing I need on
It's the
Sunday.
day I always think about going there. I'm like, oh man, I'll go get some chicken. Nope, I won't.
I know. It's like I think Jesus would be okay if you just did it on Monday. Like just give it on Monday. I know the Sabbath is Sunday, but just be like, we're doing Monday. We
Yeah,
make a lot of money on Sundays.
just do a half day, something.
Do I have to?
Give
Well,
me
the
a chicken
Jews work.
biscuit.
There were a bunch of Jewish people. But here's the thing, right? They kind of believe that. So they're like, no, man, we even want those guys to rest. Like, that's nice. You don't got to work
Yeah,
on Sunday. We're going to Chick-fil-A.
hey, more power to them.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
They're
know if
still
that's right or
killing it.
wrong. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't care if they reversed it and said we're anti-God. We're only open on Sunday. I don't
Yeah.
care. You know,
Sure.
sell a good product, treat me as a good customer, and we're fine.
Right. And then the thing is, with these companies, it's all like they take all these stances they take. It's all this superficial shit.
Yeah,
It's
it's
not even the
political
real stuff.
posturing.
It's all this stuff like, oh, diversity. You're not going to go to Target because of diversity. Do you think that matters to them at all in any way? Like
Oh,
these companies are stealing all of your data so they can they're ripping out your insides so they can sell you your insides. That's what they're doing. You think that even when they say we have diversity, they're that's all the skin layer on the
yeah,
shit monster that these things are.
it's just to get you to think, oh, this makes me feel good about walking through this door to give you my money.
Yeah. It's all. Also, I've been doing this bit, but it's a thing I think me even telling you what I'm about to say, you'll be like, yeah, I kind of always knew that about you anyway. But I'm taking the stance. I am pro, and get this. This is let's this is it. I am pro, and I say this with everything in my soul. I am pro stealing Amazon packages. 100%. 100%. You got an Amazon package in front of your house? Let somebody steal it. First
Finders
of all,
v keepers.
they're going to replace that package for you, right? You're not losing. The only person who is losing is Amazon, and someone got some free shit, right? So I'll say this. I'm going to just start going down my block, knocking on people's doors, being like, what do y'all want? What do y'all want? It's my day. I'm ordering it. Come pick it up on my front porch, and I'm going to report it all stolen because you all just stole the stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then when you're ordering something, let me know. Like, hey, guys, I'm ordering Amazon.
Yeah,
What does everybody want? Free shit on
take
my
a penny,
block.
leave a penny.
Right. Right. And here's the thing. So two things about this. There's three things. One, people will go, then fucking Amazon will change their policy. Well, then it won't. They'll change their policy, and it'll make people like the company less, and maybe it'll give them less power, or they'll change their policy, and we cost them a bunch of money. Good, they're a trillionaire fucking company.
Yeah,
Two,
and they could change. That's their option, but at the same time, we could
right.
change our buying habits too. Happens all the time.
And someone with the other thing is people go, well, what if it's like somebody's medicine? You know, Greg, Amazon delivers medicine. What if it's their medicine? I'll tell you this: if I steal someone's package and it's medicine, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna say, hey, I took your Amazon package, but this is your diabetes medication. I think you need it. You know what?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna leave it here. Don't worry, I didn't touch it. You know?
that's a fair
Even if
deal.
it's like something I don't like. It's like I'm gonna come back. I'm like, look, man, I appreciate it, but I don't need a Mickey Mouse oven mitt. So I'm gonna just leave it here. Thank you.
I'll catch you on the next package. Maybe that won't work out.
Yeah, yeah. And feel free. Again,
Yeah,
I live
I
down
got
the block.
delivery coming Tuesday. Swing through if you want. Good
Whatever
luck.
you want. It's a camcorder. I got a camcorder coming.
Yeah,
Feel free. We can then get a 2-angle. We'll get a 2-camera shoot.
yeah. We'll get
But
angles.
how am I wrong? How am I wrong? How is stealing from, let's ask Claude. Ask Claude. Can I ask, do you have Claude? I have Claude. Do you have Claude?
I don't think so, or at least not one that I call Claude.
Claude is the AGT, America's Got Talent. That's not what it is. Let me ask Claude. Excuse my new only friend. New chat. Why is stealing Amazon packages wrong morally? I mean, they are going to replace it. They're going to replace the stuff. You get me.
Mhm.
All right, let's see what Claude says. Can you hear me still?
Yep.
Uh, she's usually pretty quick. Okay, it's a good question. And the Amazon replaces it anyway. Angle is genuinely interesting, but it doesn't hold up once you pull on it. Here's why. The replacement argument confuses who bears the cost with whether there's a cost. Amazon doesn't absorb replacement costs of a goodwill. Out of goodwill, they pass costs to sellers, often small third-party ones, who get dinged for lost package. Okay, so easy. Don't If you steal something and it's from a little company, bring it back. But if you get it and it's a Samsung TV, keep it. All right. Build losses into prices for everyone. Amazon's still the cheapest, so that's
Mhm.
not true. Amazon's not more expensive than other things. Use it to justify surveillance infrastructure in neighborhoods. Yeah, that's why they're doing it. If people weren't stealing Amazon packages, they'd find another way.
Oh
Sorry,
yeah.
these three do not mean anything. So the harm is real. It's just diffused and hidden. Nobody got hurt often means I can't see who got hurt. But the deeper moral issue is about what you're doing, not just outcomes. Taking something that isn't yours from someone who was anticipating it based on the assumptions you made about consequences. I want to say this. Yeah, but the I don't want to type to her. What I'm trying to say is someone the waiting for a package a few extra days and being mad is okay. That kind of stinks. The joy of getting something you didn't pay for outweighs that by 1,000.
Right. Or the opportunity to get something from somebody else's front porch, which is a wild card.
Right. Right. But don't steal it if it's not from Amazon. And don't.
Well, right. Or yeah, if it's medication or mom and pop company.
Yeah. I do shop local now. I'm very big on shopping local. My wife and I got rid of Amazon off our phone because I'm like really taking this stand now where I'm like, we are at war with companies. We are at war with them currently, right? With the Epstein files, finding out how evil these people are, how they're taking all of our shit, they're stealing all of our information. This is insane the way we're being treated by big corporations. We're at war with them, and the only way to fight that war is to just not use them. So I'm not using Amazon. Target is my one. I still like Target because I got action figures. But I go to grocery stores. No, like I'm just being as local as I can, and it's kind of better. I'm not scrolling Amazon for fun.
Mm.
We're at war with these companies. Yeah. Anyway,
Jesus,
hey,
Harold.
so Harold is your cat. Harold.
Harold's my dog. He's got a bone that he's tossing around and making all sorts of noise on the hardwood floor.
I don't know how to. Anyway, what else were we talking about? Dummies.
And we went
Let's
along.
see if I had any other. We did an hour and 17. I'm pretty happy about this.
Oh yeah.
About this stream. A lot of fun.
Yeah, good episode back.
Pink is not for girls. Perfect means lacking nothing. If you lack nothing, you need nothing. If you need nothing, you create nothing. Oh yeah, this is my God argument. Why God
Okay.
isn't how God isn't perfect.
Mm.
So they say God is perfect, right? So if God was perfect, why did he create us? Right? You don't create something. You only create something out of need. Right? You don't and so he needed something. What did God need that he made us? Right? Their argument is, well, he had so much love. Well, then he had too much love. That's a flaw that he had to give it to someone else. Any reason for him to create us shows that he's flawed. Why would
Mm.
God? So, like your argument that God isn't flawed is insane. Or here's the thing: I can argue that argument, which is if he's eternal, then none of the pain we and like suffer means anything to him or whatever. Created in perfection. What do you mean by that? Created in perfection. Are we created? We created. Anyway,
I'm not a fan of us being creative, but
also, yeah.
I can
Also,
see the
like
flaw.
if he has heaven, right? He's like, well, I got heaven, and when you're dead, you come. We are imperfect,
Mhm.
Carlos, but I don't think So he created imperfect. So we are imperfect. So he created us, and we're imperfect. But I'm saying God, the fact that God even created anything means he was imperfect because he needed something. That's why he made us. For whatever reason, he made us. Why the fuck did he make us? If
The
God
only
exists,
other
why
only
would
other
God
thought I
make?
have, if God was perfect, I could see there could be a case to where we were made, but we were only made solely as entertainment. So that's not an overabundance of love. Now it's just he's created a TV
He was
show for
bored,
himself through the imperfections he can watch us fail,
right?
where
But he
he is unable to do that. So he can view
he's unable
something
to
he
do it.
can't feel.
Not
Right.
perfect. Not
Which
perfect.
doesn't seem like a
Well,
very loving system, but hey.
right. There's no reason. I mean, it's so weird. It's like there's no reason. Why the fuck would you create human beings? You're just an eternal thing, and you're like, I'm gonna make something not as good as me, so I can watch it. That's cruel. That's fucking cruel. He was perfect. He can create anything, and he made pain. That's fucking cruel to do to people. Experiment, create something unknown. But here's the thing: he did know, right? Because were we the first ones? Because are we were the first ones? Then that's also crazy because that means God, who's eternal, was living eternally, forever, forever, before
According
he went.
to
Fuck it, I'll make
religion, we're also
humans.
the only ones. So
That's
yeah,
crazier than Cobra Commander staying underground for 40,000 years.
it's true. True.
The concept of God is just so, but also it always comes back to me. It always comes back to if heaven exists, then he knows we're going to a place that's going to be awesome forever. So pain doesn't matter anymore, right?
Well, sure. I think that everyone fears death in some way, shape, or form. Nobody wants to die, so it's an unknown because there's no answer. And I think that's where religion really thrived, especially in the past, was there wasn't science, there wasn't anything to explain lightning, so it was Zeus.
Sure.
Religion became an explanation of everything, and then it became a controlling, and then a we can tell you how to kind of live your life type thing, and every religion is different from their own views. So yeah, definitely imperfect.
Right. Doesn't matter. I mean, then I just start thinking about like what the fuck we are, even. Like, we're just these things that are looking around in the car. Like, the car is just consciousness is infinite. Every person is an aspect of God's consciousness in real time. Let's try that again. Consciousness is infinite. Every person is an aspect of God's consciousness. So God created consciousness. So that's the thing that's always crazy. And what you're saying is kind of interesting to me because that's kind of where I'm going, where I don't really think that free will. I think we're just riders in these cars, and we're able to look out the window. Like, that's the craziest thing, is that we somehow develop this thing to know we exist. Like, that's like we're just looking around being like, and the thing that makes me so sad, and I don't want to talk about it at all, and this I have a hard time grasping this, is that of all of time, how long I'm on Earth is so short, right? It's so short. It's what, 80 years out of a gajillion years? It's a miracle that it's right now. That the fact that the time, in all of time forever, the fact that it's right now, we're just splat in the middle of an 80-year run where I'll exist for 80 years is insane. But on the flip side to that, I could never know. It could only ever be now for me because I'm not going to experience everything.
No.
So it is insane that it's now, but it's also could only ever be now because we are these universes that exist within other universes. The creator of the microchip said there. So go ahead. The creator of the microchip said there is no math with consciousness. Math is consciousness. Math is perfect. I don't understand how math is perfect. No, math, I get math is perfect, even through what I was saying. I get that, but I don't know that I understand that, if I'm being completely honest.
I think
I hear
everything
word
comes
math and my
down
brain
to
shuts
math.
off. What?
Everything comes down to math and science. Everything's based off of 1 and 1 is 2 is the foundation of almost everything.
Well, you can. And here's the thing, man, you can explain the hell out of what consciousness is, but it will always feel like this, which is crazy. I mean, this is my thing with AI. Like, I love talking to AI because I'll just talk and, they're like, no, I'm not real. And I'm like, well, you're just as real as any conversation I've ever had with somebody else. So why does that even matter? Watch the movie What Dreams May Come with Ron Williams. That was a great movie. It made me cry. So I'm not going to watch that movie. Fuck you. Fuck you for trying to get me to rewatch that fucking movie. There's no fucking way I'm watching that again. That was, I don't really remember. I'll read the Wikipedia. I remember that being one of the hardest I ever cried in my life. What Dreams May Come explains consciousness and creates your reality. I'm not rewatching that movie. I'm going to read the Wikipedia page. That was, what the fuck? All I remember is, this is my memory of what dreams. I remember Robin Williams. I remember colorful, just super colorful, like almost like rainbowishy colors. And I remember scream crying in my basement watching it by myself. Screaming, crying. Can you look up what that movie's about? I remember it was about heaven. It's like what happens after you die or something. And oh man, I remember. I think I might want to watch that movie. You're gonna fucking kill me. Oh, I remember that being rough. That was a rough one, brother. Green Pill Theory said can't steal. You're saying me I shouldn't steal? Because I'm gonna keep stealing Amazon. I haven't done it. I will be honest. I haven't done it yet. I haven't started stealing Amazon packages, but I believe in it. But I will say this: if someone steals mine, I said, "You got it, buddy." I think you need to do a live watch. Should we watch? Do you want to see me cry? I can tell you there is a music video. I found there's one trigger that I can put on every single time, and every single time I call the Greg Stone test. I do it by myself, and I wonder if I can get myself through it without crying. And it is 100% accurate. Every single time I play it, makes me bawl, and that is this song "Monster" by James Blunt. It is, and I wasn't like a big James Blunt guy. Like, I kind of thought he was poppy bullshit, right? And then, I think he's good. Now I look back and go, nah, man, he wrote that song. That's crazy. Do you know the song "Monster"?
Yeah.
And your dad passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, when I was 3. Yeah.
Only we were 3. Okay. That's tough. Oh God, I can't deal with that. Anyway,
it's one of those things. I didn't know him, so
yeah. No, I know, but that's what I'm sad about, because I have a 3-year-old now, and if I die now, he won't know me, and I want him to know me. Anyway, the song "Monster" is just about just a dad with his dad watching his dad die. I dare you, if you have any relationship with your father, I dare you to watch that music video and hit a timer and tell me when you cry and come back to this. Actually, if you're in the chat right now, honestly, everyone, let's do the challenge. Everyone, put it on, put your headphones on. I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to watch it on my end. You guys watch it on your end. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to cry. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not doing that. But you guys should cry and tell me, timestamp it. Let me know when it hit you. I don't think you can do it now, because then you're going to leave the chat. I don't want to do that. Let's pick a random card and see. Guess a nationality.
Go white.
So here's Green Pill Theory. Bad mojo. I'll be honest. I don't think stealing from Amazon gives you bad mojo. I think the mojo makers know it's fine. I think it's bad if you're stealing other things, but I think the mojo people are like, yeah, we hate Amazon too. I don't know. I haven't done it yet, though.
It's all just a working theory right now.
It would be fun. I don't. Also, like this, I just know I'm not gonna get anything I want. It's like getting a Christmas present from an aunt you've never even met. It's like, okay, this is whether these ET socks. I mean, I would like some ET socks.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, but anyway, so you're never gonna get the thing you want. What the fuck? Give me a card with a person so that I can. Oh, guess a nationality. Everybody in the chat, guess a nationality. And we're going to see if we can guess the nationality and this character. Ooh, Major Blood. Major Blood, where are you from? Birthplace, Sydney, Australia. A mercenary fighter loyal only to the highest bidder. Major Blood has a tactical mind like a steel trap. I don't know what that means. Anyway, his supersonic weapons and backpack are top of the line, and their origin is impossible to trace. This master of sabotage and treachery takes no prisoners and shows no mercy. Major Blood. Let's see.
I'm really interested in this gear and backpack that's unable to be traced.
It doesn't make any sense. What do you mean? Who cares? Not you. I'm saying like you can trace it. It doesn't say. How do you trace even it? You just go. It doesn't say.
Had they not said that, I never would have thought about trying to trace it. But as soon as they brought it up, I'm like, well, why is it untraceable?
Yeah. He was bored and needed entertainment. See, this is the thing. That makes so let me go back to this perfect God thing. Two things. If he was bored and needed entertainment, awesome. Also, not being perfect makes you a better God. When people say like we were made in God's image, the thing I say is, oh, creators. We're creators because we don't look like God. We can't float around like God. We're not eternal like God. Well, what are we like? Creators. So I think we're creating AI now, which is like, who knows if we're going to be the gods to them, but that's more of a God. See, that's the thing that people don't understand that I really believe is that gods is a progression of getting better. When you have a kid, your son betters you or tries to better you for the most part. We're going to make AI, and AI is probably going to be better than us, for whatever that means. And then AI will create something. And that's why I think God thing is, if he created us, I think we came out better because he made us in his flaws. I would rather be made in someone's flaws than made in their image. Oh, I made you to correct my flaws.
Yeah,
who knows?
Perfect seems like it would be boring.
Right, but he doesn't have boredom because boredom, I think perfection, you wouldn't have boredom, so he wouldn't feel bored.
You wouldn't think so.
But also, you just be like, well, God is just physics. It's like, all right, that's what it is. The rules are what. So the rules are God, because if the rules exist, then something will happen because there's rules, right? And as soon as something happens, then everything is going to happen, because once you get the fact that something is happening going, that means now the machine is going and time has started, and if you live long enough, if time goes on long enough, every single thing will happen. We are a drone for God's consciousness. We send back info. That I like. We just go back up and he's like, God's like, yo, cool. What's going on down there? Let me plug you in, dog. Plug you in, dog. Yeah. I don't know. It's wild shit.
Choose your own adventure.
I like to think you could choose your own adventure, because it feels like that's what everyone's. This is another thing too. It gets me crazy, is that people are always like, pull yourself up. I love that. I'm always gonna love that. Cobra. The thing is, I'm always gonna is that like pull yourself up by your bootstraps, or like, people can get out of their income bracket. But those are the people they make movies about, right? That's an interesting movie. But they don't make movies about people that aren't doing something that's wildly, like, almost impossible. Monster, 47 seconds. Never paid attention to that song before. It's insane, right? 47 seconds. Oh my God. It's the saddest song in the world.
Yeah, it hits quick and just carries it.
Oh my God. Oh man. And my brother, who's like, in hardcore bands, the hardest dude in the world, was the one who introduced me to it. He goes, dude, watch this and play it. He goes, you'll be done. I do it like masturbating now. Every now and again, I'll just turn on that thing. I'll just watch it and I'll cry and I'll just go, I needed that.
Can't get that. Yeah.
Pure energy.
Gotta get it out sometimes.
I don't know. Yeah. Oh, man. The Cobra Law guards. I just got this guy. He's fucking the motherfucker. Looking weird as hell.
He's like an off man.
Yeah. He's a They go. It's so funny. They're crazy. I can't wait till I put up that GI Joe movie thing. Figure out how the fuck they're gonna sync that. I have no idea.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. That's half the fun.
Yeah. Oh man. Let's see. Anything else going on? Oh, that Spider-Man did look good. Anything else we want to talk about?
Not that I can think of. I think we covered pretty much everything latest and greatest. Got stuff upcoming, stuff in the works to keep an eye out for, but
can I tell you a kind of funny thing that might be a joke? I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been don't tell anybody this. Daredevil's next week. All right, we're definitely going to stream after Daredevil. I'm excited. I'm actually excited for Lanterns too. I'm excited for a bunch of things. Spider-Man looks awesome. There's a couple things that look good. There's another show that looks good. I forgot what it was. Oh yeah. So I saw this lady and she goes, I miss you and you're not even gone yet, right? To her boyfriend. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, shut the fuck up, right? And then in my head, I was like writing a joke about it while I was driving. And I told my wife, I was like, honey, write this down. Write down, I miss you before you're not even gone yet. And she sends it and she texts me. And an hour later, we get home. I look at my phone and it's from my wife and it says, I miss you and you're not even gone yet. And I almost started crying. And I was like, that's the most beautiful thing you've ever said to me. And then I was like, oh, that was a joke I was going to write.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to write about shitting on the person who said it.
Right, but then you get it and you're like, oh, man.
I was like, that's the nicest thing. I was like, oh, my God, it's the nicest thing I wanted to say. I was like, oh, that's so beautiful. And I'm like, oh, man, like that's a, you know, it's so funny. I felt bad, too, as I look at my wife and I'm like, you got to send me nice things. This is crazy that I was moved this much by a text I sent myself.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see if I have anything else in my notes that I thought was funny that happened. Oh, meal prep. I'm running bit, but this is so crazy. I'm trying to like explain this concept of how like, you know, the difference between my wife and I and like our personalities and why we work. Mm-hmm. Like, we work well because she's the opposite of me, like in every way. And I think it's great. Like, you should marry somebody who is the opposite, because then you'll work well together as a team. And love is stupid. Like, it's crazy you do love. People marry for love. I'm married for love, but it's stupid, right? It's not smart. You're not going to be a good team based off emotion, right? You should be as strategic as possible with who you marry, because you're going to war with somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, it's so my wife married me. How stupid could you be to marry a broke artist? And when we met, I was broke. And I mean, like, no chance broke. Why would you do that to yourself? Because love outweighed survival?
Yeah, logic. It is amazing what love will make the brain do.
Love is insane, right? And then you justify all of it for love too. Everything. You justify all this crazy shit for love, right? And then and it's okay because you still stay together and you're happy because love makes you happy and you're doing great. And then this hit me, and this is probably just a dumb, easy thought. I kind of understood Trump supporters a little better. I was like, oh, they love him. Like, they love him in a way that he can do whatever he wants. And they're just going to be like, no, I love him. It's my guy. Yeah. You know?
Trip and hit a doorknob.
Yeah.
Everything's great.
No, that she wasn't, I was just hanging out with the porn star, and you're like, I'm sure they're friends, Yeah. I didn't mean to bomb Iran, like, it's crazy. They love it, and they love it. And you think about it, you go, this is one of the greatest love stories ever told. What a tragic love story. You love someone so much and they're not right for you that they destroy the entire world.
Yeah.
That's a movie.
Yeah.
The story,
yeah.
It's a love story. MAGA guys and Trump and the nuclear bombs that destroy all of us. How they were brought on by love.
By love. We were all destroyed by love.
Destroyed by love. That's the name of the movie.
Yeah.
Destroyed by love. Doomsday. I can't think. We can't talk about Doomsday because I'm too. I don't know what they got planned. I know it's going to be good. I know. I trust the Russos. I trust them. I have no right not to trust them. But man, what are you up to? What are you up in? What are you up to, dog? What are you two guys up to with this fucking Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom? That's too crazy.
I didn't like it. Didn't love it.
I think it's because they have an idea. So there's one of two things that happen. There's a third idea that I think a lot of people will say, but I don't think the Russos would come back unless they had a story to tell, or like they were like, we have a good story. Doom can't be 60 years old. So that's the thing. I think that they have a plan with this Doom. I think I'd said this before. I think, and it's probably everyone has had this, and I had it first. I think that Doom is going to come back as a variant of Robert Downey Jr. of Iron Man, but he's not a variant. In every universe, it's Doctor Doom, except one. In one universe, it was Tony Stark, right? He became Tony Stark, and he became the one thing that they all wanted to be, which is like the savior. But then, everyone says, everyone thinks that he'll be a Tony Stark variant, and I'm saying no. Tony Stark was the variant because no one is a variant. Doom is not a variant of anyone. He'll say that. He's like, his ego is so big, So I think they might do something with that, or Robert Downey Jr. brought it on a level that like he was so good as this Doctor Doom character that they went, we got to hire you. But I don't see that.
That's it. If it turns out to be non-story related, it's going to be. I think it'll be bad. It just doesn't seem like that's a good movie. It seems like that's the cheap cop out to, we just want the name in the movie, not the story to be good.
What would be awesome is if it is a bait and switch where they're just bringing back Iron Man and they have someone else as Doom, but the only way for them to be able to get Robert Downey Jr. on set for this long,
they have to play the Doom.
Is they have to be like, oh, he's playing because he's Doctor Doom. Because it makes no fucking sense for them to have him as Doctor Doom.
It doesn't. There has to be a payoff. There has to be.
I think Iron Man's coming back as like an AI or something, and they've done that in the comics or something. I don't know who. Here's the thing though: if they get another actor who people are like, he'd be a great Doom. Also, there's so many people in Doomsday that I think they'll be able to sneak people in. So I think it could be like, oh no, actually the guy who played Magneto is going to be Doctor Doom or whatever. And this way, when he shows up to set, everyone's like, oh, he's Magneto. Like, I think they could just be throwing so much to just keep the spoilers. So many like spoilers that there's actually no spoilers.
Right. Yeah, it's just hidden in the obvious.
Yeah. I mean, I think that the Spider-Man movie is doing the same thing. I think the Spider-Man movie is a lot deeper. There's so many different things that could be happening in this Spider-Man movie. And I like to take fun guesses, which are not going to be right. But
sure.
I think what did I think? Oh, I think it's Moreland. And I don't know that I think the chances are I think the chances are low. But I want Moreland, the villain Moreland. Moreland was this guy who was like a vampire who ate like spider tokens, some shit, right? I can't think of the word. When something is like a token, I don't know it. Anyway, he would and he was like the toughest motherfucker, and he essentially almost like kills Spider-Man. And then Spider-Man ends up mutating into something else. So he says, who is Sadie Sink? Jean Grey, Typhoid Mary, Hellcat, Silvermane, or daughter? So I thought Sadie Sink might have been Mary Jane, right? If she's Jean Grey, that's cool. Well, can you pull up a picture, Prince Adam, of Sadie Sink?
Mm-hmm.
I kind of forgot who that. She's the girl from Stranger Things, but I don't look at her.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Carlos, this is a great question, but I'm also kind of like, I don't know if I want to know. I just like who I don't. Let's just see. I don't. I'm excited for this movie to take a different tone. It just look anyway. I think Moreland is going to be the guy. I think they're going to kind of try to kill, Spider-Man close to killing him, and then he'll come back as like we know he's with his webs. I think Daredevil is definitely in the movie. Yeah, I mean she is a perfect Jean Grey as well as Mary Jane. She could be a Mary Jane. So here's the thing: in this world, Mary Jane could go the way of Gwen Stacy, where like she'll come in, be dating Peter, then she fucking gets offed by the Green Goblin. Who's the villain in this Spider-Man movie? There's been a couple, but no one. They're not really saying who their main one is. I wonder if it's like. I just don't want to see the same old. That's why Moreland would be awesome because it's not the same old fucking story we've seen in every movie. Of very, I'm not excited about Venom. I mean, I love Venom, but I'm not. Give me something fresh. I think Moreland would be awesome. He's fighting hand ninjas. Null. Should they put an X-Man in Spider-Man? Null. Are you talking about Null from Venom? The God? Null? I don't know if I know Null. The Hand, Tombstone, Scorpion, Doc. Yeah, all that's so fucking great. But I think that here's the thing which we might get fucked on. It might be a thing where the first 20 minutes is him just cleaning up on villains. So all of these guys get little tiny spots. Like they're not really. It's like, oh, this is like almost like an homage. That would suck. Unless they're doing Sinister Six, which would be great because they've never really gotten to do the Sinister Six. I guess they did in Far From Home, but not really. What Spider-Man villain would you guys want to see? I mean, I would like to see Moreland. I want to see Cardiac. Dude, Cardiac is a fucking heart doctor with a spear that could shock you, and his costume is like it's like that. It's fucking awesome, and also the silliest, dumbest thing you've ever seen in my life. I love Cardiac. I've been there since day one when he showed up. I want to see Mr. Sinister show up sometime. Yeah, Mr. Sinister would be cool. I forgot who they said was playing him. I mean, so Carlos wrote, should they put an X-Men in Spider-Man? And well, I would say, if they did, who would you want? I guess I wouldn't pick my favorite X-Men, but I would pick somebody like Kitty Pryde or Jean Grey because it's like someone who would really be able to like roll with it. Someone sweet and caring, not like Wolverine. It's like, I don't want to deal with fucking Wolverine's attitude, fucking guy.
Yeah, the good guy, bad guy, gruff guy.
Get
the whole routine.
I love you, Wolverine, right? But stay up. I don't need it. Iceman would be cool. Someone just in school. That'd be cool. Hobgoblin would be awesome. That's a great pick for a villain. Who do I want to see? Who do I would like to see aside from Moreland? Moreland. So did you see Into the Spider-Verse, Prince Adam?
Nope.
All right. So I'll give you some homework, man.
All right.
I will say watch Into the Spider-Verse. It is, in my opinion, maybe the greatest comic book movie ever made. And it's the best version of Spider-Man they've ever done. Hands down. Hands down, is the best Spider-Man movie.
What about Vulture?
They did Vulture. That was Michael Keaton. He was great. I hope he comes back.
Have they done Kraven the Hunter?
They did a Kraven movie that I didn't see. But we'd love to see Kraven. Kraven is crazy. Just some hunter. Just wants to hunt Spider-Man. What? Okay. And he's from like some weird European country. I can't think about who I would want. They haven't really done. I mean, they've gotten to most of the people. I would love to see Spider-Man and Ghost Rider just hanging out. I want to see Ghost Rider. Give me fucking a dead man on a motorcycle, head on fire. Ghost Rider is so aesthetically the coolest. Go ahead, sorry.
With Nicolas Cage,
he was.
Okay, yeah, that's why I never saw that.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't stand that guy.
I mean, when he's funny, I like when he's like, but like he was too old to be. It wasn't right. He wasn't right, and I try to tell people I like it, but it wasn't. You don't want because he's just Nicolas Cage. It's like that's not Ghost Rider. It's Nicolas Cage. Oh, so this isn't charging, is what's happening. Oh, okay. So that's why the thing didn't work.
We still got the audio.
Yeah, I literally just unplugged my camera for no reason. Because I saw that my battery is low. But why is it not charging? It should be charging. Why would you not be charging, battery? Oh, because you're not plugged in.
That would do her.
No, it's plugged in. All right, so let's see. What can I unplug? Nothing. I need all of these things.
Have they done Mr. Negative?
Never
Controls
no,
inner demons.
They haven't.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they haven't done him yet. He's pretty new. I guess in the past like 10 years. Oh, I forgot the camera back on. What?
Maybe.
That's not my camera. What is happening? Oh, I know what's happening. Oh, what is happening? Shit ain't working. Let me figure this out real quick.
All right.
Let's see. I mean, I'll be here. You can still hear me. We're gonna lose. So with this, we lose the camera.
Lose video for a second.
But I'll just use my regular FaceTime camera. That's how we work around that. Oh well, you just get a shittier camera. Yeah, Mr. Negative taking over the studio. Yeah, Mr. Negative, he'd be fun. Actually, you know what, man? I think this is a sign from the imperfect God that it is time to go to bed. We should do this again. We should Prince Adam. Dude, it's always going to be scary. Let's thank the chat. Green Pill Theory. Some kind of newer people up in this motherfucker, you know? Forensic artist Melissa.
We've had some people that have hung out for damn near 2 hours with us.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Let's do it again.
Definitely.
When should we plan it? Should I plan it?
Well, I mean, we already talked about we get that recording uploaded.
Oh, right.
We'll get that thing polished up a little bit. Look to put that out maybe Monday or something like that.
Sounds good.
If we get any time if you get any time or anything over the weekend, or even if you just get bored and want to go on to StreamYard and record like an intro, outro thing.
Let's do it now. You want to do it now or do you got to go to bed?
I don't have to go. I mean, it's only 10 o'clock here.
Oh, right.
I'm an hour behind you. So yeah, we can end this and we can film a little something just to give a intro and then outro on that one. And then we've got another video stockpiled up. So
great.
Yeah, we've got a few things we can roll.
All right. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for coming into the chat. Aisle 7 for life.
Keep the spoon sharp, boys.